All right, let's talk about Bryce Underwood staying at Michigan, because quietly, this might be one of the biggest wins the program has had this offseason. And I'm talking about everything that happened. I mean, what a mess. Coaching changes, uncertainty, noise. It would have been real easy for a young quarterback like Bryce Underwood, to look around and say, you know what? I think I'm moving on. I mean, he could have done that. Some Michigan players did, but that didn't happen here. Bryce Underwood is coming back next season, and that matters more than people realize. Quarterback stability is everything in college football right now. And I can't emphasize that enough. I mean, between the transfer portal and NIL, nothing's guaranteed year to year, guys. I mean, you could have a great team one year, and the next year everybody took off. They went to the next hot train, taken off to the college football playoff. I mean, you're in, you're out. You're in, you're out. And so, depending on the program, and if you've got money to play that game, I mean, you know, given all the things that happened at Michigan, would anybody have been surprised if Bryce Underwood was like, you know what, I'm out of here? I mean, I wouldn't have been. But, you know, you've got a highly regarded quarterback who decided to stay put during a transition. I mean, that tells you something about the direction of the program and Kyle Whittingham. Because obviously that's resonating with those kids. It's resonating with Bryce Underwood. And here's the thing at the end of the day with Bryce Underwood. He's only going to be there 2 more years anyways. I mean, one way or the other. He's either going to play on Sunday or he ain't going to be at Michigan. I mean, that's just the way it's going to go. He's not going to be a 4-year kid. I just don't see that happening. Now, when we talk about next year, we talk about 2026. I mean, it doesn't mean instant success for a season. It doesn't mean championships are locked in. But it does mean Michigan isn't starting over at one of the most important positions on the field. And quite frankly, it was a position that Michigan fans were getting pretty tired of. I mean, you want to take me back to Davis Warren, Alex Orji, right? Like right after, you know, they won the championship, McCarthy took off, portal was closed, they had nobody to play. I think we all had enough of that season. I know I sure did. Bryce Underwood staying gives them continuity. He gives the next coaching staff something to build around. And more importantly, he gives the fan base a reason to stay grounded instead of panicking. Now, he's still young, and there's going to be growing pains. I think we saw that during a couple games this season where he got wild. He threw. I mean, we just saw this against Texas, right, where he had some highlight moments where the kid looked really, really good. I mean, you can tell the athleticism is there if you watch him play. I mean, he's a tremendous athlete, but he doesn't make all the best decisions all the time. You know, I think he had 3 picks in that game. And we saw that a couple times. We saw that in the Ohio State game. You know, we saw a couple things where guys were wide open and he just didn't even throw it their direction. On other occasions, he dropped a dime ball in a place where it was like, whoa, he shouldn't have made that pass, but he did. And so going forward, there's going to be growing pains. There's going to be mistakes. That's part of it. But this next season is about development, comfort, letting him take ownership of the offense. I think that Kyle Whittingham and this staff is going to do just that. I think that they are going to develop this kid. I think they are going to get him ready to play at the highest level. And I think they're going to cut him loose. I think you're going to see a whole new Bryce Underwood this coming season. And here's the thing. Off the field, staying matters in the locker room too. It does. When a quarterback stays, when a player that is, we could argue, the highest profile player on the team stays, the media buzz. I mean, there was a number. I don't know if you got how much time you guys spent on like sports Twitter, Michigan Twitter, or pardon me, X. It's called X these days. Michigan X, Michigan State X. But I mean, there's a lot of propaganda being. It's so competitive these days with the trash talk and the bashing. There was reporting of, different X accounts like, oh, he's out of here, he's long gone. Yeah, none of that's true. When a quarterback like this stays, when it's official, other guys notice. It sends a message that this isn't a program running from something. Okay, it's a program that's steadying itself. That speaks to the current roster. That speaks to the guys that are choosing to stick around. And that also speaks to the guys that are looking to transfer. So going into next season, Michigan isn't defined by chaos. It's going to be defined by patience, new leadership, same quarterback, a chance to reset the program without tearing everything down. If you're a Michigan fan, that's not flashy news, but it's the kind of news that actually matters when the games get started. And at late night, when you really think about it, Bryce Underwood staying might end up being the foundation that makes everything else possible next year. And I'm talking about win-loss record, college football playoff, college football championship. All that stuff, I think, dwindles down had he left. But he didn't leave. This program has gotten better and he's staying. Well, that's a recipe for some serious success.